right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about a problem that is, I think, something we've all run into but maybe haven't put a name to. It's when you get an answer from someone, but you have absolutely no idea how they really feel. It's this hidden emotional gap in our feedback that can, quietly make or break a whole project. I mean, seriously, think about it for a second. You ask your team for their thoughts, you ask a client for their opinion, you get a response back, you read the words on the screen, and you're just left with this feeling of uncertainty. You have the answer, but you're totally missing the meaning behind it. It's a super frustrating place to be, and it happens all the time. Oh yeah, the classic. Looks good. Three little words that could mean literally anything, right? Does it mean, wow, this is amazing, I'm so excited about this? Or is it more of a flat, it's fine, I guess. Nothing's broken. Or maybe it's even hiding something else, like a hesitant, it looks good, but I've got some serious concerns I'm not ready to bring up yet. Without that emotional context, you're just left guessing. And that space, that gap between what somebody says and what they truly feel, well, that's what we can call the words versus feelings gap. It's that tricky area between the literal text and the actual conviction behind it. And honestly, this is where so many misunderstandings start, and where great ideas can just kind of fizzle out. And there's actually a term for this: feedback ambiguity. It's really the root cause for why so many decisions get made on, let's be honest, shaky ground. You think you have everyone on board, you think you've got buy-in, but what you might really have is just a bunch of words that anyone could interpret any way they want. And look, this isn't just some small talk quirk. This ambiguity, it has real, actual costs. Because when you're forced to guess what people truly mean, the fallout can have a pretty serious impact on your work, on your team, and yeah, on the bottom line. And this just lays it all out, doesn't it? You get teams that are misaligned. Everybody thinks they're on the same page, but in reality, they're all rowing in different directions. You end up wasting so much time and money building something based on lukewarm feedback you thought was excitement. You totally miss out on big opportunities because someone's quiet hesitation just went unnoticed. And what does that all lead to? Yep, poor decision-making. But what if we could just get rid of the guesswork entirely? What if you could see right past the words and get a totally clear picture of the emotion that's driving them? I mean, imagine having something like an emotional X-ray for all your feedback. Now look at this, because this is the real aha moment. On the left, you have those same vague phrases. You're still guessing. But look at the right. With that one little piece of information, that sentiment score, everything changes. All of a sudden, looks good isn't a mystery anymore. It's a clear signal of strong enthusiasm. Sounds fine is confirmed as, well, just neutral. And that yes, looks good, now you know it's only weakly positive. A super crucial detail you would have completely missed before. So what's the magic behind this transformation? It's real-time AI sentiment analysis. It's a tool that's designed specifically to close that words versus feelings gap and turn all those vague responses into data you can actually use. So, how does this whole emotional X-ray thing actually work? I know, it might sound really complex, but turning these fuzzy words into clear data is surprisingly straightforward. Let's just break it down. It really just happens in 4 simple steps. So first, a person's written response is captured. Then, the AI engine gets to work, analyzing the language. It's looking at everything from word choice to phrasing to context to really understand the emotion behind it all. Third, it scores that sentiment. Is it positive, neutral, or negative? And finally, and this is the real game changer, it measures the intensity. Is that feeling strong or is it weak? Okay, enough with the theory. Let's see how this plays out in a real-world situation. So imagine you're on a marketing team and you're trying to pick between 2 taglines for a big new product. You have to know which one really truly connects with people. So you run a quick poll. Tagline A wins, gets 60% of the vote. Case closed, right? We're done. Well, not so fast. Here's where it gets really interesting. The sentiment analysis shows that the 60% who liked tagline A had strong enthusiasm, but the 40% who picked tagline B, their enthusiasm was weak. All of a sudden, the choice isn't just about which one is more popular, it's about which one people are passionate about. You don't just know what they chose, you know how they felt about it. And now you can move forward with total confidence. And that is the fundamental shift we're talking about here. It's about moving away from a world of guesswork and interpretation and ambiguity and stepping into a world of clarity and certainty. This completely changes how we understand feedback. which in turn changes how we make our decisions. It all just boils down to this one simple idea. You can stop guessing. When you can actually see the sentiment behind the words, you can stop interpreting and you can just start knowing. You get the full picture, and that allows you to act with real conviction. So, what are the big things to take away from all this? First, just remember that words by themselves are incomplete data. Second, it's the emotion that gives those words their real meaning. It provides the missing context. Third, AI sentiment analysis is the tool that can turn all that ambiguity into crystal clarity. And finally, that clarity, that's what lets you make better, faster, and way more confident decisions. So, I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. In the feedback you're getting right now, in the emails and surveys you're looking at, what truths are hiding just beneath the surface of the words? And more importantly, what could you do if you could finally see them?